Hello, and welcome to another Pyro gameplay commentary. This time we're on Barnblitz Offence, and I am using the degreaser, the flare gun, and the power jack. It's been a while since I made a video. It's for a few reasons. First and foremost, I've honestly not been playing Pyro very much. I've been playing around with other classes, because I feel my aim in general is kind of weak with hit scan and stuff. So I've been playing a lot of other classes, but I still feel strongest as Pyro. The second reason I haven't been playing much is that I recently subbed for a Div 6 Highlander team. Not as Pyro, but as their medic. I did quite a good job and we ended up winning quite easily, and they're considering using me as their main medic. So we'll see how that goes. If that ends up happening, might make videos of it, I don't know. I don't think the medic point of view is too interesting unless I give particularly good insight on what's happening in the match. So anyway, that's why there's not been many Pyro videos in a while. I've been playing a lot of lobbies as well, meditating. Thinking of doing Pyro lobbies as well and making videos. It's very different from pubs, you know. I can't play silly aggressive and do amazing things, but it's fun playing with coordinated teams. You can't really do that often in pubs. So next video might be a lobby, we'll see how it goes. I've been getting quite annoyed recently in TF doing this video. This gives a demonstration of why. And it's these little things, mini sentries. I don't think they're overpowered in any way or anything, they're just annoying. Especially for Pyros, because you just need to go full on aggressive to deal with them. And there's so many points in this game where I could have pushed forward and done a lot more if just one person in our team just shot the mini sentry. And I just get so impatient that I decide to suicide just to take out a mini sentry. You may have also noticed that I play a lot of payload. It's not out of choice in particular, or that I feel that I'm best at payload. It's just that the servers that I frequent run payload a lot, which I don't have a problem with. I do enjoy payload, but I would like a little bit more variety. So if anyone knows a good UK based or even European server that runs a good variety of maps, more than just payload, I'd love to know the IP and the name and stuff. I would definitely try them out. This is Play Stuff, which is the server that I usually play on. I guess it's my stock server. And it is a pretty good server. Although there are a lot of Pyro mains on it, which means that, you know, I can't play Pyro unless I want to just stack the whole team of Pyros. No, it's a good community though. Just, you know, want to try other servers as well. Anyway, back to the game. You see there's a spy who just got a backstab and he went to the right hand side. A lot of people don't seem to notice things like that. They seem to just focus on one. Tunnel vision, I guess. While as a Pyro, and me in particular, I find it quite easy not to tunnel. Especially with the flare, since you just shoot it once and then after that it's just you looking around to see what you can find. So finding that spy was quite easy once I remembered that they went to the right hand side. I think that's why the Pyro is quite good at spy checking. Like the heavy has to focus like on a point to do damage, while the Pyro can just shoot and then forget and can look around more, which is one of the points to why he's good at spy checking. You'll see here that I immediately assume that anyone above me is a spy. There seems to be a recent trend amongst spies, not all spies I guess, but spies, that to trick stab at every opportunity. So a lot of spies will go for jump stabs all the time, so if I see someone above me, first priority is to check them. I've just skipped the respawn time, and this is the next life. We've pretty much got the cart to the turntable. I end up getting a reflect kill, which is rare for me. I don't go for them very often just because I feel more confident in my flare aim. I'd rather eat a rocket and get another chance at a flare rather than try to get the reflect. I unfortunately took the health kit from the medic before by mistake, so I make sure to try and protect him, and I airblasted that Pyro away from the health kit specifically. So the health kit spawns just as he dies, unfortunately. So I'm just waiting up here. until the cart gets to the turntable, which unfortunately no one does. Since I saw two spies, I assumed one of them was the spy. The Uber goes off on the left, so I hide on the right, and unfortunately get silly aggressive just because I see a mini sentry. I guess it's a habit. Once you get frustrated with them, you just want to get rid of them. Could be more patient, but didn't have much to lose anyway, since the car still has to wait for the turntable. For some reason here, I'm really hesitant to believe that engineer was a spy. I get a lucky lick of flame on it. Unfortunately, I still get quite tunnely when I see a soldier jump. It's definitely a bad habit of mine that I need to work on. Let's focus the soldier rather than looking around. This is probably my favourite spot when attacking this point, just because you can get easy flanks, as long as there isn't a sentry up on the top. Opportunities like that is why I like having the Pyro jack. Unfortunately, I'm in quite a bad position just waiting, and I end up trapped in a corner and die. But I did a decent amount of work there. So we just capped second, and I poke around and I see we have no one here, and I end up taking a headshot, so I know it's just me and the medic, so I'm trying to protect him. You'll see I'm constantly looking behind me for spies. Unfortunately, don't protect the medic there. I mean, the engineer, sorry, but I protect the medic. That's my point about trying to not tunnel. Even though I could have just looked in front of me and checked for reflex I could get, I made sure to look for both. Not a perfect job of it, obviously, but in theory, that's it in theory. So once again I tried to take my usual route, but since there's a mini sentry and the demo denied me the area to take it out from there, I had to take a different route. Flares are fine against unmanned mini sentries if it's a quiet area, but usually I try not to flare sentry guns at all, since it's just such a small amount of damage that it takes ages to take them down. Here I'm just shooting some flares since I see they're near a dispenser, so I assume they're low on health. Unfortunately the demo spots me, so I stop. You'll have seen there that I didn't airblast the soldier, even though I usually would to get the flare. It's because we had a fellow soldier shooting at him, and I know that it can be quite distracting as a soldier to constantly have your enemy airblasted around by pyros. I think it's quite a situational thing that you have to think about, since I had no idea how much health that soldier had, and obviously if the soldier was engaging him before me, it would have been better if I didn't airblast. Sometimes it is better, sometimes it isn't. And I don't think a lot of pyros are aware of the impact of their blasting on their teammates as well. So our engineer gets a very nice sentry up, and you'll notice that there is a bit of lag there. I don't believe that's a video, I believe that in game that happened because I don't know, there are some issues. The company that runs hosts the server, moved the physical location of their hardware and stuff. So that was like the day before this video was made, I believe. So yeah, I guess there's some issues they still had to iron out. So I ninja past them, I guess. No one spotted me. So I'm just gonna see what they have around here. And they have no sentries up, so I know I'm free to roam around and try and get picks. That sniper, ate a couple of pipes, but I misjudged how much damage they took, so I didn't get the Pyro jack in, unfortunately. Once again I tried to go for another pick, but the Pyro air blasted me away, so I can't get it. I reflect away the spam, but I'm in a very bad position where I can't get anywhere. So, unfortunate that I could get out. It's fun to be silly aggressive at times and just see what you can do, just push as far as you can and see what happens. I'm quite wary about spies for some reason. May as well spy check since there's nothing to lose. At this point I was about to Pyro jacket, but I believe there's too many. I accidentally airblast one of them towards the heavy, but I make sure to airblast the rest of them away. Thankfully this demo man's already taken down the sentry, so I decide to poke out and see what I can do. To spam some flares at the group. And I get some easy flares on. People are being predictable, I guess, since they needed help. Unfortunately, the spy takes out our people in the cart. I managed to react in time to the spy to save myself. So I'm just poking around to see what's going on and what I can do. And times like that, I really do like the Pyro Jack. And unfortunately, I just come around too late to catch the spy again. So I'm being super wary about spy checking now. Here I decide to push forward since I know we have no one forward. And so it always helps to have a forward presence on payload. There's no point having everyone behind the cart. A lot of fire damage going around, so I do a lot of air blasting. But now I'm really low on ammo. I'm not very good at conserving ammo, apparently. So I do just short little puffs. Thankfully a little minigun comes from the heavens to save me. I believe that NG was a spy, but don't have the time or effort to chase after him. Super low on ammo again, so I'm just trying to learn to just puff a little to spy check. Get the big ammo pack though and we're fine. At this point I go for the health pack, but I see that our medic is actually low on health as well, so I lead him to it instead. I hear the backstab, so I immediately look in the direction that happened. First I thought it was a soldier, but then I saw the SAT sentry on the top. So I just constantly look around a little to see if they come in. But they don't. And there they are. Just pays to pay attention to little details. Since I know there's no chance of me getting past a pyro by myself, no point chasing after for them with Uber. Get a nice ground stall on that pyro. I think that's why I'm starting to use the Pyro Jack more over the extinguisher. It's nice to be able to take on pyros, have that extra tool against pyros. Unfortunately, last is probably the hardest point for a pyro to push into. The left side is a drop down, which is usually spammed to death by demos. The right side is a big drop down, which you can't spam down into, so you've got to drop down. You often get picked out of there by sentries and stuff. Really the only viable, well, the best push in my opinion is mid. But even then it gets a lot of spam and it's hard to push unless there's an Uber going in. So generally all I do is patrol around and try to find picks if I can. Just circle and wait for an opportunity. We have a pretty big presence around last. You see the sentry and the heavy and the demo, but we don't really have anyone pushing into last at all. Everyone just seems to be holding a defensive position. So I'm just trying to find an opening that hopefully my team will follow me through. Just trying to poke around and see what I can find. I know this pyro is lit and I try to get the kill, but I end up getting it, but then I end up eating a sticky. So we're at the final minute. I go for the teleporter, but then I see the sap. So I chased after the spy. I'm not sure why disguised spies have that sort of reach out animation when they sap stuff. I mean, it seems to make it really obvious who the spy is. I don't know. I think it'd be a lot better if it didn't show it. Just so you'd actually have to spy check. So we've got 60 seconds and we're still holding this defensive position outside of last. We haven't really pushed into it much. So I'm just trying to find a way in. But I unfortunately end up eating a pipe, so I have to back out. and our team's starting to push mid, and I'm super lit, but I know I need to provide a presence, but end up eating an early pipe. I'm pretty sure the game is lost at this point. I think it's very hard to push into last in this, and you can't really do it in one push. It needs a few. But you know, never give up. Just coming around, use spy, get a decent amount of damage on him. Then I get tunnel vision on the jumping soldier. I don't know why I do that. That's definitely something I need to work on. So they have a buff banner, so we have no chance of fishing at all, and they end up winning. But it's a pretty decent round. Lots of good stuff in there. So thanks for watching, guys. Next video will probably be backburner or a lobby. I will see you next time. Bye bye.